Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? That's great. I am also doing good. Malia will be here any second now. Hang on one sec. Let me just post it. We're live. Hey. All right. Say some intro hellos. Hello, Rumsey. Michael, king of the chat. CH. Dara. Gatti. And Casey. Welcome. Yes, I think it is back working normal. And oops. Hello. How are you all doing? Yesterday, it was killing me. There's some major issues going on with YouTube right now that is driving me crazy and is completely out of my control. You know, uh, I think we have a little bit more of a leg up with YouTube than other creators do, just having some contacts there that have been able to sidestep some of the other issues that new creators have that oh gosh, I feel like you could almost ask any new creator, and for whatever reason, new creators tried to get held down, but we've been able to kind of avoid that, which sucks. I wish that no one would have to deal with that, but whatever's going on with YouTube right now is awful, man. Everything is messed up. So I hope the fact that the chat is better today tells me that we're getting back to normal. Because even people that we know that normally have control there, I mean, it's affecting videos being seen. It's affecting literally everything right now, and it's driving me nuts. It is driving me crazy. Because that's like the software that's being affected is a completely different area of Google and YouTube. So people that work in YouTube are not even able to fix what's going on right now. It's being caused by the beta software that they're using, and it's messing everything up. And that is a completely separate team, totally under Google and totally outside of any reach we have. So I just hope that it's good to go.
Yeah, me too.
But we'll do the intros. Welcome, everybody. We are super stoked that you're here. My name is Brendan. This is Thought Riot Podcast, and this is the True Crime Talk Show, where we get to dig into some of the topics that are hot during the week. I want to make sure I'm a little bit more clear about what the True Crime Talk Show is. It's all things true crime, you guys. So we're going to talk about content creators that have especially major pull in the true crime community. It's anything true crime related. If we need to dig into some investigations and because there's new evidence that's been leaked, absolutely, we're going to do it. If there's new court docs that have been leaked, we are going to dig into it with you. And the best part about all of it is we get to do it live and with you guys. So I think that is our ultimate goal with the True Crime Talk Show. We'd love to eventually get to a point where it's more set up like a stage, be able to have people come in here. I think that's the ultimate goal, which we will get there. We're moving in the right direction, all because of you guys. And we appreciate all of you, literally all of you, every single person that's on here. when Drip Drop made the comment today that, hey, there's a lot of people that watch me that I've never met before, it dawned on me like, man, that's a good statement to make, and probably something I should be saying too, because we do have a lot of viewers that don't want to interact on the chat, and that's totally and completely okay. Or they're just comment interactors, you know, they stick to comments where they can leave long form explanation, like long form explanations on how they feel about the video, and we appreciate all of it, every single bit of it. And if you're somebody that just likes to watch from the background and not say anything, we appreciate you too. I think it's important to highlight everybody, because you are all involved in helping us grow. Even if we don't hear from you, know your name, or, you know, make emotes because you're invested in the chat in that way, you're equally appreciated here. So thank you all.
And I'm Malia, since you didn't give me the chance to say my name.
I figured you'd be able to make a statement, even if it's not a rant style statement like mine. Okay.
I made a statement.
I'm Malia.
Yep.
Great statement.
But we are very happy to have all of you here. And I'm looking forward to digging into some of the things we're going to talk about tonight.
Yes, I do want to confess something, you guys. I have size 11 Vans. I feel the awkwardness. Do you guys feel that? Yeah, and that's I feel I have like 5 pairs of Vans. I couldn't even find the rest of them. I have no idea where they're at. I have like 5 pairs of black ones, red ones, yellow ones. But and that's funny because I was rewatching the that's funny. Yeah. What I was rewatching the new Drip Drop video because we want to highlight it. It's important. He has a ton of followers and makes a lot of waves in the true crime community. So we're going to talk a little bit about him, and we're going to talk a little bit about Harsh. Hey, thank you, Regina. That is awesome. It looks like the chat is working. So awesome, awesome. We appreciate that big time. And we love that you're here. And thank you. I know, Dickies and Vans. Good catch. Because I totally said the other night that I wore Dickies like when I was younger nonstop too. That's hilarious.
Were you in Idaho November 2022? Moscow, to be specific?
I have memory problems, okay?
Really convenient.
Look, I know that I like taking long drives alone, okay, at night.
That was a random statement to make. Why would you say that?
But so yeah, we're gonna cover content creators too, and I think it's important. And I really wish, I feel kind of bad because I really want to talk about Harsh, and I didn't put Harsh on the thumbnail, so I will try and do better about that from now on. Hey, Zonia. Yes, we appreciate that too. Thank you, thank you. That is awesome.
Oh man, it doesn't let me heart her super sticker.
It doesn't?
No, I could heart Regina's, but I couldn't heart Zonia's. But thank you, Zonia.
Yeah, thank you.
It doesn't give me that option. I'm guessing because it's got a sticker on it and hers was just a chat message.
Dude, that's so funny. That is so funny. Because I totally am.
Oh, I thought you were 5'10".
I am, but I'm shrinking too. So I will. Okay, this is a secret just between us, okay? But I'm probably like 5'9.5", but I will forever, for the rest of my life, say that I'm 5'10", okay? Just don't tell anybody.
I think somebody needs to look into somebody.
Right. But yeah, we're gonna talk, and I'm super glad that you're back, Zonia. I know that you had a little bit of a break and had a hard time finding the channel, I believe, when you had all that stuff happen with your YouTube account. So I'm stoked that you're back here with us. But yeah, so we are gonna cover other content creator videos, and one of the people, I don't have a K-bar.
No, but he has a hammer.
But somebody that had a K-bar, that's what they would say, though, is they didn't have one.
True.
So I'll try and do better about putting out other content creators on the thumbs, because I want to talk about Harsh too today, and the video that came out about Linda Lane and the trash can. I don't so it was Harsh Reality, so shout out to Harsh, and I think most of our viewers are very familiar with Harsh Reality and watch them too. And he was actually our first spotlight that we came out with 2 weeks ago, which that's about to launch this Friday for the first spotlight ever. But it also includes another content creator, and hold on, I just subbed them. I'm having an ADHD moment.
K-bar totally sounds like
it's Get a Clue. The
like
other
special K cereal, like a special K-bar does sound like a tasty snack.
Yes. The other content creator is Get a Clue, and it's at Get a Clue 429, and that's who Harsh had been talking about. So shout out to both of them, and we'll dig into that content in just a little bit later here. I want to open it up with the Crime Circus cult content, especially since we got a shout out, which is incredible in there. And I was super stoked to see that. I was super excited, and I didn't get to watch the premiere. I was able to hop in there because that's when I go to my 9-to-5 job. So that's when I'm traveling, but I always try and hop in there and be like, hey dude, I hope you have a good premiere. I'll catch it later, whatnot. And then in that video, he gives us a shout out. So yeah, you're the one who actually got to see it first, which was awesome.
Yeah, I called him and I was like, no way. I was like, Drip Drop just name dropped us in his new video. And I couldn't believe it at first. I was like, did I actually just hear that? Because I was like doing other things while I was listening, so I had to rewind, and then I called him and told him.
So Casey, I don't want to get in. You guys know how we feel about drama, so I don't want to get into that. But yes, it is that one, and I'm not taking sides with anybody with anything, but that is who there's some beef going on there. Yeah, from my understanding.
We appreciate everybody.
Literally everybody.
We want, I hope it can be resolved, is all I'll say.
Yeah.
I hope it can be resolved.
Yeah.
And that there's the willingness to resolve it, because I think all of us should support each other.
Yeah, I agreed.
And Get a Clue he's done really, really in-depth videos and investigations that are really well done.
I think he is another intuitive creator that is only beginning to scratch the surface of what could be achieved, because he picks stuff up really quick, really quick. And I appreciate that from him as well. So, shout out to you, Get a Clue. I commented on a video earlier today, and he was quick to respond and super appreciative and happy that we're watching his content. So
gosh, why do I keep doing these things?
Let's dig in here. So Rumsey, actually I saw that. Okay, wait, two more things. So Rumsey has an iPhone question, shoot, and I will answer it in between talking on the topic. And then it was Regina using nose spray. Don't, it's not worth it. If you're on day 2, you're already risking things. Like it's too much.
She said the doctor prescribed her 2 nose sprays. I hope it's not Afrin.
Yeah.
If it is Afrin or
just don't.
The generic version of Afrin, I forget the chemical name, but Just only use it literally for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
That's it, and then stop.
Yeah, I'm never gonna use it again. Period. Just not gonna happen. I'm gonna use Sudafed, and I'm not gonna play with that stuff. So
He's finally better.
yeah,
It took him like a full week to be somewhat okay. But at least his nose isn't gonna fall off.
And the thing is I was using that spray for a year, you guys, every day. I was going through 1 bottle every 2 days. Yeah. He was hatching a plan for Brendan, Harsh, and yeah, I think the plan was for us, Harsh, and Drip Drop. And I would be game. I would be so game. There's no way. I think what Drip Drop's doing is doing it the smart way and going to look into the laws of the area and see what kind of ticket or trouble we could get in by doing that. Which he's a lot smarter than I am, because I honestly would just be like head first, you know.
Are you Drip Drop?
Yeah. So I made a comment earlier too that how did Drip Drop know that our thumb was going to be a Ninja Turtle? Did you guys catch that at the end of the video when he said, should I just wear the Ninja Turtle costume again?
Yeah, because he asked, what should I dress up for as for Halloween? He said, should I do Zorro, Hamburglar, or Robin? Which I thought was funny. Why Robin instead of Batman? Like, you want to be the sidekick? I thought that was an interesting choice. But I still like Robin. But
yeah.
Then he's like, or should I just wear the Ninja Turtle costume I wore last week? And he just wore a Ninja Turtle costume.
Yeah.
The recent podcast we filmed.
Yeah, and I have an awesome costume for this week, you guys. So awesome.
Oh, okay, Ian. Have a good family night.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Do you really think Brendan could make the same voice as Drip Drop, though? Drip Drop has a very distinct voice.
Yeah. How'd he know that the thumb...
He's a member.
...was going to be... Oh, wait. That's... How'd he know?
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
When did you post that reminder? 4 hours ago? Okay.
Yeah, the voice changer could totally be used for real, though. Because he definitely is using editing software. Yep. And what's funny is I could grow my chin hair out that fast, too. Just bam, right away. But, yeah.
Are you trying to make people think you're Drip Drop?
No, I don't. Look, our take is we usually don't commit to either side, right? So we'll let people come to their conclusion here. So what, let's get into it here. So first topic he covers is, I think that's important because I don't think enough people have, like, it's been brought up, but I don't think enough people have pointed out how weird it is. The fact that they were pushing this story that, hey, we're emptying the house of everything so that the families can get over it.
How does that help the families get over it?
That's what I'm saying.
What do you think? If you were in this situation where you had a child who passed, would getting their personal items out of the home help you move on faster?
I would think I'm thinking that the only thing that would get me over it is justice and knowing that that the killer was caught. That would be the only thing that would make me feel like I was getting over it, because let's be real, but I'm saying that understanding, hey Venera, I'm saying that understanding too, that I do not get a connection to items. I never have my whole life. I've
Yeah.
been one of those people where, like, if my bedroom or my house is getting too, if I'm feeling cluttered, I will literally throw everything away, you guys. Everything.
Yeah,
Everything
he
will get
will.
thrown away. Like pictures, literally everything. So I don't feel that connection to things. So maybe somebody else would look at this and feel like, hey, if I just had their stuff close to me, that would help me feel better. But I just have a hard time. Maybe they would think that until they got the stuff there and then realize, like, hey, this isn't closed. This isn't helping me feel better. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. And I think yes, I would want everything done as well as it could be done for the killer to get caught. And if they're already like letting them have the things that are a part of an active crime scene, then does that mean that they've caught the killer? Now, I was just trying to catch up on some of Truth and Transparency's live streams. The past couple ones that she's done.
Thanks, Sherry,
she
and hello.
goes through the search warrants, like the first search warrants in the case from like
Okay.
November to December, and they were getting search warrants for like eBay, Walmart,
Yeah.
all kinds of places in November and December.
Yeah. Yep.
Isn't that kind of odd?
I don't think so. The fact that they're getting search warrants now is odd. The getting search warrants then is not, because we talked about this in the GPS video here. Let me go to our videos because we always reference back to these videos. So here, in this video right here, okay, this GPS satellite data is in. You have to get a confirmation on location through background app data. So when you have a suspect, the number one most important thing, in my opinion, is going to be getting that app data. So I would expect that right in the beginning. I'm kind of shocked that we're seeing it again now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand getting it now is a bit odd. I do understand that. So do you think they were getting search warrants for these companies and saying, hey, we want everyone who has purchased a long, sharp knife in the past like year, everyone who has in this radius,
yeah, I mean,
from Walmart, eBay, there's others I can't even remember. There was a multitude.
yeah, that would be a hard search. I don't.
No kidding. That's why I'm like, okay, then what were they looking for?
I don't know if that would be reasonable. I think it's the background data. I'm telling you. Now, the big
For what?
For GPS.
Walmart?
If you have an app, so if he has a Walmart app, absolutely. Any app will give you GPS
have to be
location.
on the radar. He would have to be on the
He
radar.
would.
And according to them, and this was like November. I have to go back.
So this
and
was
write down
pre-Kohberger then.
Pre-Kohberger.
Okay. So then they're trying to get leads then. That makes sense too.
Right. So what are they asking for is my point. What exactly are they wanting?
I would assume that
it's such a broad search that it seems odd to do that before you have a suspect.
No, you got to start somewhere, and you got to remember, according to them, they didn't have DNA left there or anything like that. So unfortunately, I think the only right thing to do in that situation is to do a horrible, like, I feel for these investigators, right? In any situation where they have to thumb through tons of data, tons of paperwork, tons of anything to just search for one little baby needle in a haystack. But when you don't have leads, that's your only option. So the best way to look at it is, as an investigator, you always have to keep moving forward. There is no stagnant. If you're stagnant, you're moving backwards in a case because the suspect is always moving forward. So if you're not moving forward, you're doing something wrong. So if you don't have a lead, then you have to go to acquiring mass amounts of data, filtering through that data, cycling for it, and looking for that needle in a haystack, and hope that you just come across that needle in a haystack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we had someone correct saying that the Walmart say they were looking for gun sales is what they were looking for, according to Annette the Crow, which thank you for that.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I have a hard time with memory. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go back through what she was saying and write down the dates and what they were looking for in those documents to like be able to have it, you know, because I can't remember dates very well.
I think though what they do have, just to further explain that, is they have a skew. So let's say the police department went into Walmart and they said, we know it has to be a large edged weapon. We can tell that the blade was big enough to trigger warning. We can tell that the blade is big enough to stab somebody's torso and poke out the back. Okay. That filters down the possible blades. Probably like 80 to 90% of them would not match that criteria. Now, take those skews, whether it is, 5 items or 25 items, and then they can pull the records for those skews for the last 12 months and then start trying to make connections. That's what I would do as an investigator myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
So again, I don't think those feel weird to me. As long as they're looking for possible connections, I feel like it makes sense to me.
Okay, so how long is a K-bar knife then, and can it go all the way through?
Yes.
Obviously, it depends on the person.
Yes, it can.
Which these people are pretty thin, young, healthy people. So
yeah,
maybe. Now that is something. Wasn't that brought up in Drip Drop's video? Was the machete? Yeah, it was.
It was. However,
the machete theory.
I disagree with the machete theory 100%. I do not think it's a machete because a machete is very hard to fight or whatever with. If machetes were the prime weapon, the weapon that does the best in hand-to-hand combat, that's what our military would be carrying. Our military isn't carrying that. Exactly, Michael. I was hoping you would say something. So he says mine is 8 inches. The Marine Corps one is 5.5 to 6. There is such thing as too big of a blade. It becomes a hindrance at a certain size. It becomes too big to be beneficial for hand-to-hand combat. So I think a K-bar is a better ending weapon than a machete is. Plus, if that person had pre-existing knowledge of that house, dude, we saw how tiny those rooms were. They were rocking like a twin or a double bed or whatever, taking up the whole room. And then you're going to go in there with a weapon that needs the type of force that you have to come full overhand with to do that damage. I just don't see a machete being realistic. I think that for half the force that it would take from the wielder, a K-bar could do the same thing. I really do.
So I was trying to research K-bar knife wounds today.
I wish we could show the video on the K-bar because the strength of it is insane.
I found a guy who was dressing his wounds after cutting himself open, and it was horrid. Like, it was so horrible. The wounds, like, and it was a brand new one apparently that he had just like unsheathed, just bought and unsheathed, and it was
good
total
call,
accident. Cutting his hand open, and it was literally wide open.
Yeah.
And I was like, why aren't you in the hospital? Like, why are you doing it yourself? But there was a video of it, and it just made me think, like, okay, if it's new, it hasn't been used, or it's been sharpened, like, I don't know. It seems like it could definitely create these long, wide wounds.
I know it can. It's not a maybe. I know it can. And I wish you guys, I wish the K-bar. So there are a couple different K-bars out there. Michael had talked with us about this in the chat. It was probably like a month ago or a few weeks ago, but there is the original K-bar, and Michael corrected me, and you might need to do it again, but there's a certain way that they make the blades for military that harden those blades. Now, there's a bunch of stuff out on Reddit that says, hey, K-bar knives suck. The tips break off. This happens, that happens. They always break. And I do not see our military sending our guys out there with super weak blades. I don't see them sending our guys out there with super weak blades. I think that people are talking about the ones that are remakes.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out, like, I asked the question, is it long enough to
I don't think they do either,
Michael, to go all the way through?
Yeah.
And I see random, you know what I mean? I see random comments like saying yes or no, yes or no. CH, I think your comment is really good, that the angle, the location, the force, bone, things like that, it would matter.
It doesn't seem like it mattered in this case, though. And the reason why is because on multiple different occasions, Steve Gonsalves has said that they were attacked with a weapon that was unstoppable and went through everything. So I'm assuming there's bone involvement too there. Now, like I was saying, I wish that I could pull up the K-bar marketing video, but last time we did that, they hit us with a copyright. So I can't do that. But if you pull up the actual branded K-bar manufacturing website, there is a guy on there that does a 2 to 3 minute video. And this dude takes a K-bar knife and chops through a tree, you guys. Literally a tree. And I'm watching it looking for slide of film, right? Because I do editing, I do our editing and video and things like that. And I was trying to look, hey, did it break in the middle of this and they swapped it out or something? And it didn't. The video does not look altered whatsoever, meaning whatever knife he had, it was using it from start to finish. And that was just one of the things that he puts that knife through. He puts it through a whole bunch of tests, and it succeeded in all of them, which makes me think that a K-bar is a serious weapon, you guys. And the remake K-bars are problematic.
Right, the ones on Amazon that are like replicas, they're not legit. Michael asked if you could pull up the K-bar site where they chop through the tree. Now, one thing I want to mention, our Danny rolling video hasn't gone up yet.
Yeah, I just put it out today, actually.
Oh, okay. So if you've seen that, you know that one of the victims of Danny rolling, her head was taken off. Now, the only knife he used was a K-bar knife, and he killed 5 university students at the University of Florida in Gainesville. 5 within like 2 days. He was literally on like a killing spree, and 2 were at an apartment, 1 was at a home alone, and then there was 2 at another apartment. And the girl that was alone, she was decapitated.
Yeah.
And with a K-bar knife.
Yeah. So it absolutely can do that.
Yeah.
100%. So this is kbar.com, you guys, and I'm just going to link this in here. However, I'm going to find the video. For some reason, I'm not finding the video that led me to that site. So hang on one sec.
Also, he had already used it on 2 other people at that point. So I don't know if he sharpened it when he went back to his little campsite in the woods or what. It is super scary. And he would, put the bodies in really strange ways. It's an interesting story if you don't know it. That is the true crime
Dude.
story that the horror movies Scream are based off of.
Did they take it down?
Maybe. Did you search K-bar chopping through tree?
I'm just gonna check our copyright claims. I'll be able to get it. Hang on one sec.
Oh.
They copyrighted us. That's the only reason I'm not playing it. Which I don't know why. You would think that maybe they just don't want to be associated with a crime like that. I don't know.
Who?
K-bar. Why else would you copyright like that? And it wasn't a passive copyright. It was a hard copyright claim.
But K-bars are all over YouTube videos all the time.
I get it, but I'm not willing to take the risk and dispute it because that gives you a strike if they don't side with you. So
we have to change something about it. Take whatever it is out.
Yeah, I think I did already delete it. But I can tell which video and site. Maybe I can't. Okay, give me just a sec here, guys. Here, there's the...
Yeah, Pamela, it was a terrible, really, really tragic case. I didn't follow it. I was too young for that. But it was the way he did the crimes that he did, and the fact that he went from doing a crime like, you know, few years before that doing nothing, and then just having the urge and going out and doing 5 people, and it's wild.
Yeah, you guys,
it's the Danny Rowling case.
I'll pull it up here in just a second. What's interesting is I'm not finding that video. Oh, wait. This is it. This is it. Okay, I think I got it. Yep, this is it. Here. I will send it in here, so no copyright claims. There we go, guys. That is the video. I believe. I didn't vet it, but I think he's chopping wood with it, right? Oh, man, it's not it. Here, I'm just going to post 2 videos for you guys. One of a guy literally chopping through a tree with the K-bar Becker 2. I haven't watched these 2, but I thought that guy... There we go.
Why wouldn't we just watch it?
Because I'm not going to get copyrighted for it. Showing weapons. I'm not willing to take that risk.
Okay.
So I apologize. We just don't... If we watch a 2-minute video and get copyrighted for it, it affects the entire thing. So just check that out. The second one I posted, the dude's literally cutting a branch like this, you guys. So yeah. And but what I keep going back to is, yes, I think the K-bar is more than efficient. I don't think that there is another weapon out there that is more efficient when it comes to a bladed weapon. I can't think of one. And the reason why I'm saying that, you guys, is it's designed for stabbing, hurting, and those types of motions because it has the built-in hand guards, so you don't get hand slip when you're doing that motion, which can cut yourself. It has a special leather grip, which is one of the best things for gripping that you can hold on skin when you're sweating and things like that. Plus it's ridged, and the original K-bar literally cuts through a tree branch like 6 inches. And the hilt is also, it has a guard on it so that if you're pulling out and it's stuck, it goes with you too. Like, I really can't think of a better weapon. And Michael probably could. Michael probably knows of other weapons out there, but with my limited knowledge of not being a serial ender, I would think that that's probably top of the list. You know what I mean? Exactly, SB. It's made to hurt, not cut potatoes. It was designed for our military with hand-to-hand combat in mind. So if I was going to a fight or knew I was going to be attacked, I would rather have a K-bar than a machete, you guys.
Caroline, we don't know if it would have actually broken, but it's a possibility.
Yeah.
A legit K-bar will not break. But the ones purchased from Amazon could, because they're basically just replicas.
Yep. They're
not as well made.
Which means they aren't folding the metal to strengthen it. They are just putting it in a mold and going from there.
Right, Regina. It depends on which brand you're buying off Amazon, because I think you can get legit ones, and then there's ones that are not.
Yeah, but so going back to this original question with Crime Circus Cult's video, I think this is strange. I think this is very strange. Especially, oh, that's perfect. Yeah, as long as they don't get me. So YouTube is weird by showing weapons of any kind, and K-bar, I don't even remember what video it was now. The one that I was watching, that we watched on stream, is no longer up there that I can find. So this is strange here that Drip Drop talks about in his video. And I don't think I gave Drip Drop a shout out in the beginning, so shame on me. But make sure, if you guys haven't watched this, he deserves your watch here. That's why this video just came out. And it deserves your watch. You know, that's why we aren't going to watch it on stream. Editing's hard. Content creation's hard. It takes a lot of time in research and a lot of time in editing. And, you know, I feel bad taking views from people. So if you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. I think that while Drip Drop turns off a lot of people out there, and I know that Drip Drop turns off some of our viewers, ultimately, I do think that he cares very much about the victims. I truly believe him in that. And I believe anybody that's going to invest this much time into the critical thinking and research of any topic, they care about it. You know, I believe he was already doing videos before IDAHO4 and will be doing videos after IDAHO4, and invests a lot of time into this editing. And, you know, funny story, the first time we saw one of his videos, I saw him and I was like, ooh, what? I'm looking for a true crime video. You know, what's going on here? And we skipped it. And then I realized, whoa, that video has a ton of views. And we went back to it, and that was it. I was sold, you know, and we've been watching his content ever since. And it makes a lot of moves in the true crime community.
It does.
Some waves. Yeah, I agree, Caroline. I think Drip Drop does have a big heart. And I think that he does everything with the intention of helping victims. I truly, truly, truly do. I really do. So, and exactly, boom. And I feel like we do a good job being positive in the community, and the fact that, you know, we've been able to build like a professional relationship where he's given us a shout out and we cover his content, and it's mutually beneficial and things like that. I feel like people that are trying to do positive, good things for other people tend to unite. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, at first we had to get past the makeup too, like just
me too.
I knew other people in my past that dressed up in clown makeup. Okay,
yeah,
and that's just where my mind went. So it was like just like a personal bias type thing.
Yeah.
But I really like Drip Drop.
Love it. Love anything that makes your mind work, critically think, you guys, in my opinion, is a huge win. And while there are a lot of theories he brings up that I'm like, I don't know about that one, I appreciate the fact that he brings them up, man. They need to be brought up and they need to be talked about. And that's what our axiom here is all about, you know. And honestly, what I should be doing is saying the axiom in the beginning of these videos here. For those of you that don't watch our long forum content, this is our axiom. So we want to make sure that we talk about everything. We don't want to have a community that anything feels off topic. What?
Why look right? What happened?
Look right?
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just bringing up the axiom that we commit to honest, intelligent, unscripted, and interesting conversations, bringing information we get, following it wherever it leads, holding nothing back, sharing brutal honesty. We censor nothing, talk about everything, and welcome to the show. So,
yep.
Indeed. And that is our commitment to you guys. And I feel like Drip Drop, the way he presents and brings his information, it's very similar. You know, he's really good about bringing up theories and ideas, but at the same time being like, hey, I'm telling you this theory or I'm telling you this idea, but understand, I know how tin hat it is. You know what I mean? So
I knew people. Yeah. I've known people who dress up as clowns in the past. Oh, somebody who likes clowns. That's pretty rare.
Yeah.
So I want to answer Rumsey's question really quick.
Okay.
From what I saw, Rumsey, it supposedly had the right markings on the sheath to be a Marine issued knife, is what I have heard. If anyone knows any differently, definitely let us know.
Well, the fact that they were searching K-Bar on Amazon after obtaining the sheath makes me feel like they were able to connect that sheath to Amazon. But could they have had a genuine knife and just bought the sheath from Amazon? You know what I mean? I think that's another theory too.
Yeah. I don't know if those can be purchased or not.
I mean, I'm sure they can. Didn't you say that there is a military store like right outside Moscow?
Oh yeah, because the cops went and talked to the people at the army it's like a military surplus store. I think it's like army surplus. Yeah, but if you buy a genuine K-bar off of Amazon, it's not going to have the Marine insignia on it, is it? Which I believe they described the K-bar sheath at the crime scene to have a Marine like issued label or like insignia type thing on it. That's what I thought. But let me look again while you're playing. Are you playing something?
No, I just had some questions about the golf clubs. So actually, I'll leave Drip Drop's theory for you guys to watch it. I have a different question anyways. Is anyone knowledgeable enough in golf to look at clubs and be able to tell if they are women's or men's clubs? Now look at the size. I'm assuming that this club bag is about at the ground right there, which would mean these irons are almost at the ground. So assuming this guy is between 5'10" and 6 feet, are these women's clubs or are these men's clubs? If they're men's clubs, whose clubs are they?
I thought they were Ethan's, because I believe he golfed, and I did hear that they were his a long time ago.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
We'll have to look that up for sure. Now,
Are the clubs are some of them covered in something? Because some of them look out, and then some of them like look black at the top.
That's common in
They
with
put little
golf clubs.
covers on them.
Yeah, that they'll put covers on them, or the bottoms of them will have dirt and scratches and things like that just from the fairways. So
Those were in the bottom right spare bedroom from the Ellie noise complaint video.
oh, good call out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
His mom said they were his. I
Got
thought
it.
so.
Got it. See, I appreciate that. That's why I'm asking. So, because I felt like that was weird at first when I saw him. I'm like, golf clubs. What? That's strange. Because and the reason why I thought that was strange is because somebody had brought up one time what a golf club injury looks like when swung at full speed. However, not possible in these little baby bedrooms, but they were bringing that up as a theory that if you swing a golf club hard enough, it actually harms the human body in the same way that a knife could look, depending on like velocity and how full of a swing you got and things like that. So
yeah, so
hey, Miss Kelly.
Hi, Miss Kelly
and Amanda.
Amanda. So yes, I saw that Ethan's mom said the golf clubs were retained as evidence and that they wanted them back.
Okay, so I'm glad you just said that. This is a huge concern I have, you guys.
What?
Huge, massive. I can't even explain how big of a concern this is. In this entire house, the entire crime scene, from top to bottom, all windows, all flooring, restrooms, kitchen, stairs, everything that had blood on it, everything. All they took was 113 pieces of physical evidence. That is a problem. And it makes it feel even more weird when they're like, hey, we got a few pieces in each room. You know, we should be okay. Now we're going to give all this stuff back. What? This was a very violent, aggressive crime that could have flung stuff anywhere. Anywhere, dude.
So I'm seeing lots of people saying there's
that's it. 113 pieces, the entire thing.
Right. That is what was collected. So, and I do have a source for that. I think I still have it saved. Oh man.
Yeah, we have it in our video. I think it's the one that's not released yet. It's going to be released later this week.
It's in Ian's timeline video.
Oh, the 113 pieces is? Okay, then we just talk about it again on the video that's going to be coming out later this week.
Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people saying there were 2 sets of golf clubs. Who said it was in a car? Okay, someone said Ethan's clubs were in his car, that the clubs in the house weren't his. I also saw CH saying that Ethan's were in Macy's vehicle and Kaylee's were downstairs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Kaylee golfed?
That's good to know. And that, I mean, it's
Hi,
not...
Leslie.
Hey, Leslie. And hello, everybody. If we haven't said hi, Tom, Eastern Girl. Once I get going, if you guys haven't been watching a while, once I get going, I have a really hard time redirecting my focus. So, I don't mean anything by it, and I am always super stoked that you guys are all here. So welcome, and we appreciate all of you.
Thanks, Amanda.
But it's not uncommon for a woman to golf, especially in the fraternity sorority world. That is a must. Like when you fill out your application to be in a fraternity and sorority, the first question is, do you golf? And if you say no, they don't accept you.
Oh.
Basically.
Interesting.
I think I got it close. Okay.
It's a very interesting requirement. Dylan never called anyway, Annette. There was a phone call made from her phone, but it was not her.
No, it wasn't. You watch the 911 video. Somebody said that multiple people have talked about that 911 video, including Harsh, Christina Randall, a few others. Oh, super sticker. Awesome. Hey, Leslie, we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. What sorority?
What sorority hurt you?
No, I don't have anything against them. Actually, sororities and fraternities are the best party houses. Yeah, I went to a school in downtown LA, which was like too cool for sororities and fraternities. But I used to go almost every weekend to the University of Phoenix. I used to go every weekend to the university, or Phoenix University, whatever, the number one party school, or it was during that time in my life, like between 2006 and 2010.
Oh, sorry for misreading your comment, Annette.
Yes, I am so glad you said that, Casey. But I think she's doing it slowly. And Christina Randall was actually one of the content creators I wanted to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I think we are slowly seeing her change. Now, if any of you guys watch Christina Randall, we watch all content creators, you guys. I get she's very different from us. She's very different from Drip Drop. She's her own person, her own creator, right? She has been like excuse me, she has been hardcore anti-Kohberger this entire time, like ending every video saying that, you guys, I believe it's Kohberger, you know. And this video, she did not say that. And she actually brought up concerns with the prosecution. Yeah, we'll check it out, Monkey. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Check what out?
The new theory on the IDAHO4 case. Absolutely. There's so many content creators out there, you guys, that we like everybody. A lot of times we don't see everybody though. So when we do, like in this situation, absolutely. Absolutely, I will. And I appreciate you letting us know.
Yeah, I'll pull up your channel now so I don't forget.
Yeah, Grupo. I think it depends on what you're working with though. Like our goal is to go more like a talk show, like have a better set and stage and everything. So we aren't using the computer camera. We have a really nice camera that we use for both our live stream and our pre-recorded content. So I think that plays a big effect into it, but normally for content creators, you focus on the audio first, you know. A lot of people are super successful without even video. But yeah, I'm super stoked about Christina Randall, you guys. I was hoping she would come around. Because then she talks about things like what was it? The Peruvian jetpack dudes. Oh, you left it on. Okay, I'll check that out. Is it the one he just recently posted today?
Are you saying a video? You left it on his video, the most recent one?
He made a post today talking about taking back his theory, which that's another good topic we need to bring up. I was worried we weren't going to have a whole bunch to talk about. Now I feel like I have way too much to talk about.
Good night, Zonia.
Good night, Zonia. Oh, Amanda coming in.
Yes, please.
We appreciate that. Thank you for helping us work against the algorithm right now. Hopefully YouTube gets whatever's going on figured out.
Hey, post the Discord link real quick.
Oh, yeah. I got you guys. Give me 1 sec, and then we'll start digging back into these topics here. Give me 1 second. Invite, edit, unlimited, number of users, unlimited, copy. All right, here we go. So we are posting, this is Discord, you guys. And this is memberships. And I promise, I know I said in the last video that I am going to post the story of why I was interrogated when I was talking. So I've been interrogated a few times, but that the specific time I was talking about in the interrogation video, I will totally post that story. Hey Kim, of course, we're gonna credit him and anyone we talk about. That's just important to us, you know. I got to sleep in my own head at night, and the only way I'm going to be able to do that is making sure that we're fair to everybody. You know, there's been a couple disagreements where content creators felt like we didn't share them, but I try and fix that stuff really quickly. So it's a lot of work putting that content out there. So, do you know what video I'm talking about with Harsh? The Linda Lane. We've covered it.
Yeah, we should talk about Kara's statement though too.
Okay.
He posted that too. I was trying to find the Facebook post of hers. I can't find it. I don't know where she posted it, but Harsh has it on his video, so we can just credit him for that too.
So, between Harsh Reality and Get a Clue, they posted a video, okay? And there's been some speculation again with the guy. Here, I'll just pull it up. Give me 1 sec. It's so much easier to... Hold on 1 second here so I can give you guys the picture. All right, so
you gotta share it.
This video here, I'm not going to show the whole video, but you guys remember this video, right? Of that guy looking in the trash. You guys remember that? So I believe they're missing a piece here. I believe that the BMW, which I have not heard a lot of people say this, and I don't think that this is related to the crime. I don't think it is. Could it be? Sure, anything's possible, you guys. Anything's possible. But there is a BMW, that white BMW, that when it first came out, it is I think I said it's the X4, the special edition. Maybe I forget. I need to see it again. I think it's the X3 special edition, but it pulls forward, does a 3-point turn right here, and its window rolls down as it backs up to the trash can. I believe they are throwing dope into that trash can right there, and this is a dope pickup. That's what I believe. Could it have something to do with the crime? Sure, it could, or it could not, but I do think it's drug related 100%. And the reason why I think it's drug related is because, again, past experiences, you guys, and this guy is not just going dumpster diving. He looks in there for a second, literally a second, a half of a second. Here, I'll play it real quick. Look how quick he looks in there. He's not even to it yet. Bam, there it is.
They collected evidence from 3 dumpsters. In
into the
addition,
pocket
in
and
addition to the
goes.
house, so between the house and the dumpsters, 113 pieces of physical evidence and over 4,000 photos.
He knew what he was looking for. He knew what he was looking for here, you guys. So, if anything, this just sells that there is an active drug scene in the area. And for the people out there that don't believe 90% of college kids use mind-altering substances, man, do some research. I want you guys to understand how many people are involved in stuff like this, not dealing, not the criminal aspects of it, but the using aspects of it. Over 90% of college kids use mind-altering substances during their time at college, you guys. It is not a made-up statistic here. That is confirmed.
J Ray, okay, but wait, you know how there's one guy who looks in the dumpster, then like at 5 a.m. a guy gets picked up, two different guys. And I also saw a video saying that this guy was on CCTV footage walking past the dumpster headed toward King Road House. He's on camera walking past the Linda Lane apartments. Isn't that right here? Isn't he walking past them right here?
Yep. But this goes up towards the house, to my understanding.
There more footage of him?
I don't know if there's more footage of him. I haven't seen that. The only footage that we covered on a past stream is the BMW that drives up here. Can you guys see my mouse? Yep. Okay. So the white BMW that everyone tried saying was Bryan's car for a long time. And I think that white BMW just got swept off the interest table because everyone knew it wasn't Bryan's car, because it is very clearly a BMW, and BMW owners can tell 100%. There are certain things on a BMW that stand out and are different, like the tail exhaust, how they set up that dual tail exhaust, some of the front fenders, and this BMW is a more rare one that has front fender scoops, which is an uncommon thing. It's only for special editions or like X6s or something, or gosh, I can't think of the I version right now. It's an I version that has it, but I'll pull it up. But anyways, this car comes up here. People mistakenly thought it was Bryan's. It pulls up here. It backs up. As it's backing up, the window rolls down. The passenger window rolls down as it's backing up to this dumpster. He parks just for a half of a second, puts it in drive, and takes off. But the window rolls down. Something is being thrown out that window into the dumpster. And this guy is coming knowing there's something in the dumpster to pick up. So I just think we're seeing a drug deal here, you guys.
Yeah, but okay, so what does this matter?
That's what I'm saying. Is it probably doesn't, but could it? Sure. I think it could or not.
So why did they bring it up harsh and unsolved?
Because of speculation around it being somebody dropping off the potential weapon to somebody watching. Like there's a lot of speculation out there of what it could be, but you can't see anything here. But if you watch his body language, you guys, it's not like he's searching through the dumpster here. It looks like he's holding something up in there and using the light and then picking something out of it. You can see him hold something up with his right arm here. Like maybe there's a big piece of something in there. Look. All right, light is in there. He's looking for it. Oh, found it. Let me pick this up because I can't get to it. Grab it in the pocket and go. That was not a search. I lived in Los Angeles for a long time. You know what dumpster diving looks like. So does J-Ray. SoCal people know what it looks like when people go dumpster diving, and if they're committed to dumpster diving, they are going to check everything. And I'm not putting someone down that dumpster dives. Actually, I think it's honorable people who go out of their way to try and reuse some of society's stuff and things like that. Yeah, we'll go look at your comment monkey for sure.
So
Yeah, it's definitely a dope drop. I'm
yeah,
telling you, it's a dope drop.
yeah. And I saw you guys talk about Cluminati. I love her too. She's
So shout out
awesome.
Cluminati.
Yeah. And so is that even a possibility? Like, have you ever heard of anybody dropping a weapon somewhere for someone else to pick up to go do a killing? I feel like that's really not normal. They would just give it to them in the privacy of a home, or you know what I mean? Like, that's just too
Absolutely.
much risk. There's literally no point.
Listen, if you're taking the risk to go stalk somebody, like this was somebody watching the house, they are going to have their weapon on them. They will have it on them.
Also, why is he on the side of the dumpster where the dumpster's closed? Good call out. I don't know. But I feel like it does add to the drugs.
Yeah.
Like it adds to confirmation there's drugs very close to this house,
And
if
it's
not in this house.
And it's a BMW dropping it off. Like, dude, there's money going on here. There is money cycling through this town. So here, I'll try and find it real quick. Let me see if I can find it. YouTube. So Linda Lane dumpster. Who was it? Who did I watch the first time? Gosh, I wish I could remember. My memory's so bad, you guys. Oh, you know what? Linda Lane dumpster BMW. That's LTL. It is not an X6. That's what Oh, it is on harsh?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, maybe this is the video, maybe.
This
Hang on.
is the one that we originally watched, yes.
Okay, good. So shout out to Thou Shall Not Kill. Okay, so BMW here. All right, so this is the BMW. This is what was brought up when people were trying to say that this could potentially be Bryan's car. I don't believe this is an X6. I believe this is an X4 special edition because the front fender scoops do not match the X6. But, you know, that's like...
So that's Jerry saying that side of the dumpster is closed.
Is it closed or does it not have that piece of the lid on? Because I can't see if it's closed from here.
Go back to Harsh's video.
Hold on. We're already here.
It was up close. We can't see
It
anything.
shows the car?
Okay.
Does Harsh's video show this car?
No, you can show the car. I'm talking about to see if the dumpster's open or closed.
Okay, so look, window down, and it wasn't just a second ago. Here, watch that again, you guys. See how blacked out their windows are? That's like a 30% tint or something like that. Now watch. You'll see right up here at the corner, the window gets rolled down as they back up to that. Down. Something gets thrown in that dumpster. And then they're hot out of there, like out of there, bro.
I'll go check out Bubbly Waters, guys. Thanks for suggesting it. I'll look.
Look at, bam. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Not showing anything. Okay, hold on. I always say that I have to do that once a stream, okay? I apologize. All right. So okay, so watch right here. If you can see it, you guys. I know it's small. This is all blacked out. There is no window down. This is the dumpster right here. They just drove up and they're doing a 3-point turn and turning around, okay? So here, watch. You'll be able to see this sliver roll down here. Not down, back up, now it's down. Something gets thrown in right there. Somebody's throwing something in the dumpster right there, you guys. And then they hightail it out of there. It should be fixed now, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
it's so tiny. Like,
okay, hang on. Let me see if I can.
anybody who's on a phone is basically just seeing a white little blip. Like, that's it.
Okay.
But yeah, what is the timestamp on the car?
We checked that originally.
Okay, what is it?
Here we go. Oh, better video too. Okay.
This is like way clearer. Jeez. Are you sharing it?
Yep.
What time is it?
Shout out to Veritas Sassy.
It is
12:44. Look it.
AM.
Ready? Window down. Pull to trash can. Throws it out. And out of there, bro.
Yeah. I also agree. I don't see anyone throwing anything.
You're not going to be able to with windows tinted like that.
Okay, they have to roll the window down to be able to throw it.
Yeah. I mean, no.
So
no,
they're parked pretty far away from the dumpster.
I don't think so. I don't think you need to see an arm at all.
Oh wait, I have a mouse.
I've done stuff like that plenty of times. So I used to carry a can of coins in my cars for people who tailgated me, and I would come up next to them and throw coins at them because it was like really loud when it hit the car. And that can easily be done without having your arm hung out.
Okay.
Easily, super easy. I would just be curious. So if it's not that, then is it just a coincidence that they're pulling up to a dumpster, right? Why did they come in here then? And then they back up to the dumpster and simultaneously roll their window down at the same time. Like, explain that.
Yep, the window goes down right there.
And you see movement.
And you can see the dashboard and everything.
I mean, you can't see the dashboard.
I can see lights.
You can see movement.
I can see lights on the dashboard.
Yeah. And if anything, that could be an arm that you're seeing moving.
Oh, it's better quality video as far as like the pixels. So you guys aren't going to see anybody going through the trash because this is only showing the car. Just a little bit later, somebody starts going through the trash, and that's what was in Harsh's video. Yep. And this is the Linda Lane video. This one.
Yes. And this is later.
This is just a little bit later that Harsh is showing here, where this guy walks up and from down the street, and
I mean, give me another theory, you guys. Give me another theory, because I'm seeing 3 major coincidences here, and there is no coincidence in drugs. None. You have a BMW who came up with the intention of driving next to that trash can. 100%. They only drove up here to come and do that turn again. Otherwise, they could have kept going straight in this area. They intentionally stopped here to do a 3-point turn. You have the window rolling down as they're backing up to the trash can. And then within an hour, you have a man coming up to the trash can, clearly looking for something specific.
Okay, so I know what he's doing there. He's opening the sliding door. So he's not going in the top where you have to flip the lid open. There normally on a dumpster like this, there is a sliding metal door on the front facing part, or it could be on the sides.
You're thinking the big dumpsters. This isn't big. You're thinking the big ones.
So what, you're saying it just doesn't have a lid?
No, yeah, I'm saying it just doesn't have a lid, or yeah.
It just looked like he slid something. It looked like he did when he was moving his arm. It looked like he was look right there.
Listen, yeah, he's lifting something up in the dumpster because whatever's in there is probably this big, you guys.
Oh, you can definitely see his arm in there.
This
And
is
the flashlight is
this
in
is
there.
absolutely over $1,000 worth of dope this size. So you would not see it. Even if this was a 4K camera, you would not see it. And that's the whole point. That is the point to tinted windows. That is the point to having that cracked in that way. Like, I've been a part of this stuff before. I don't think it has anything to do with the crime, or it could, you know. I don't
think
know.
It does. So,
but it does prove that there is absolutely drug movement in this area. That's irrefutable. Unless someone can give me another theory.
It's very, very obvious that he was digging in the trash. He wasn't throwing anything away. Yeah, that's not the way you throw something away. And he didn't have anything in his hands when he walked up to throw away. And if you're going to throw away a wrapper or something, you would literally just walk by and toss it in. You wouldn't stop and put a flashlight in there and all of that. So I do think that he is looking for something in there and grabbing something, and it is probably drugs. And I do think that it's possible for somebody to throw something out the window into the dumpster, but it is too far for me to make it. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
That is,
but I think other people could.
What? That's like from here to that wall. That even less.
Okay, you're overestimating my throwing ability because I'm worse than a toddler at throwing things.
I mean, maybe, but you're talking something tiny, like tiny, so tiny.
Is there for real a lid though?
No,
like, do we know that?
There's no confirmation that there's a lid other than that one side is open.
And there is. This is a dead end in my opinion too, J-Ray. I agree with you.
It's a dead end. It could be a dead end when it comes to the IDAHO4 case. Absolutely. But it sells the point that there is absolutely dope game here. Absolutely. So anyone that tries saying, including Gonsalves, that, you know, drugs are a Hollywood story, absolutely not. This proves the opposite. You have a $70,000 car at the low end, 120 at the high end, coming intentionally driving up in this area to do a 3-point turn right by a trash can, rolling down the window while simultaneously parking next to a trash can. And then less than an hour later, a guy comes, turns on a flashlight once at the trash, which proves he's not throwing anything away, and pulls something out of the trash. That is drugs 100%. 100%.
I'm gonna have to look at a better quality video.
It doesn't, you're not going to see anything more.
J-Ray keeps saying he's in the close side, but J-Ray, I saw his arm go in it. Like, I can see his arm in the flashlight go in the dumpster, so I'm not sure about that. But I want to see this quality so I can tell for sure. But anyway.
Yeah.
Are you going to?
Oh, man. It doesn't let me.
No, we've tried before. Are you?
I will pull it up here and let me see.
You were just on it.
Yeah, but we vet everything first, so I'm not just going to pull it up.
Good point. Oh, J-Ray, it's a cul-de-sac. That's what you meant by dead end.
Okay, so it's on video 1, which is called...
It's the newest. We're pulling it up right now, Monkey.
Which one? This?
It's right here. No.
What?
This one.
Okay.
Yeah, Monkey, we had to get through that first. I apologize, but we're looking. It's also like we're gonna have to dig for it because there's a lot of comments, you guys. It's not just like it's a comment left on a video on one of Harsh's videos. So
you should copy and paste it. That would be much easier.
It's not super convenient when we're on a live to go digging for somebody's comment under a video.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's 905 comments. So just pull it up on your side and post that. But yeah, I think it's very possible that this could be a nothing burger,
Yeah,
you guys.
Monkey, I get that it's left by you, but we went and looked and there's over 900 comments and it's not at the top. It's not, we can't find it. Is it under a certain, did you write it as a reply to somebody?
If it's not hearted, it doesn't. Yeah, you got to copy and paste it.
You could also email it to us real quick and then we can read it on stream if you email it to us. And I'll post the email in the chat.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that when we first watched this video too, you can actually see the window being rolled up as they're pulling away. I'm pretty dang sure.
Oh yeah, if you send a screenshot, that's a really good suggestion, Kelly. Thank you. Yeah, I was mentioning the sliding door too, Rumsey, but he
this
said
one
he didn't
doesn't
think
because
so.
of right here, you guys. Look. I
Yeah.
think that is the lid, is it not?
Yeah, I think we should move on to Kara's statement, though. I
Yeah,
think it's a pretty big deal.
I'm game to talk about whatever. What do we got?
You need to go to Harsh's video because we're
not gonna play it.
No, it's just paused on her comment. That's
okay.
We're not gonna play it, and if you guys want,
where at?
Your identity will always be kept private. We're not going to literally pull up your email and I put our email in there. We never share identities if you don't want your identity left or put out there. So if you email us the screenshot, we can just put
copy and paste it here.
Or copy and paste. We can just pull that up only, not your email. We would never do that.
Yeah, because we vet everything first. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you, J Ray. That's super awesome.
Yeah, that's super nice of you, J Ray.
Okay, so what do you want to look at?
Just Kara. This is not the video.
You told me it was.
No. It's this one. Because he did it impromptu. It's way different than his normal content. So I don't know all the context around this because I haven't watched Harsh's video yet. And I actually hadn't even heard about this until right before we jumped on stream. So we're just going to read it. I did see some of you saying that this was left under a post in the Idaho murder mystery or murders on Facebook, a page on Facebook. And she apparently replied to a post on there saying this, and it looks like there's another longer one here. Is it the same? No. So let's see what it says. Was it different at any point, or is that all the same one? Okay, it is. So shaking my head, like I said, though, I find it very interesting how BK's professor or anyone who hung out with, and by the way, this is Xana's mother, or anyone who hung out with and spoke to my daughter and her friends that night have not said hardly a peep. Not even something like, hey, yeah, I was at that bar and saw Kaylee and Maddie, spoke with them, nothing. Or, hey, yeah, Ethan and Xana were at the Sigma Chi party. Ethan got into a bit of a scuffle with Loke, but Xana broke it up. No big deal. Nothing. Yeah, and I know that happened because she happened to talk to her father that night when they left the party. I'm not saying it had anything to do with anything. That's why I want to know more about it, though. So a fight. I did hear rumors of this before about a fight at the party that night. Did you hear about that before?
It gets blended together between a fight and this fight club that people are talking about. So I don't know. I've heard of a fight, but I've also heard there's like a fight club.
Oh
So
yeah.
I don't know.
And who
I
is
don't know
Loke?
anything.
Who is Loke or Loach? Who is that? Do you guys know who that is?
Loach?
Right here, it says that's who Ethan got into a scuffle with, and Xana broke it up. Were you not listening?
No, I was.
So she's upset that no one has spoke up.
I'm trying to think if that's a typo. I was sitting here trying to figure out typo possibilities.
One of the Davids. Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Awesome, Pamela and Kelly. Thank you.
Okay, he's in Sigma Chi. I mean, I figured that. Fight Club was in Kylie Rodney case.
People have talked about a Fight Club here too. I just haven't been able to find any evidence about it.
So it looks like that comment was cut off.
Yeah, that was different what you were just showing.
I could talk about my feelings, my loss, but I can't talk about what happened. What was different?
That comment right there.
It was the same.
Oh, okay.
It was just,
You're right.
it was fading out.
Yep. I got you. Yep.
I'm going to have to go dig for this later so I can read everything, but
yeah,
here,
so
let's look at this one. Find it very interesting as well. In fact, he should have to testify if you ask me, as should every single one of the fraternity members of Sigma Chi. While we are at it, anyone who was at the grub truck in the bar that night. It is, in my opinion, only reasonable considering these people were the last people to see all of them alive. I find it very odd that none of them are speaking up about anything. I'm sorry, but it honestly blows my mind. Wouldn't you want to speak up about anything that was happening around them to help us better understand? I just do not get why everybody is so silent. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree, but there's also a gag order. So if any of these people have been interviewed and are considered witnesses, they're under the same stipulations as anybody else involved in the case, where they're not allowed to speak up.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Fight Club? It's just guys that get together and fight.
Yeah.
I saw some people asking what a fight club is.
People have said there's like an underground fight club here at this school. And I just haven't seen evidence of that. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying anything regarding that. One thing that we try and do when we bring up theories is have some sort of concrete evidence, just a little bit to tie it into the case. So it's not straight up theory without any evidence. You know what I mean? So, I mean, this is interesting, but is it relevant? When did she get out of jail? Is she just catching up?
Fight Club was the alt 4chan theory. Interesting. I never heard that on 4chan. I heard it on YouTube. I don't know. I mean, I feel like she's been really quiet. Okay,
well, she's been in jail.
Right. But they can also write letters and do media statements from jail. She doesn't know whether anyone's spoken to police or not. That's true, J. Ray. And hello, Peaches. So Peaches gave some context. Where'd it go? Here. First time in chat. Welcome, Peaches. Loach, am I saying that right? How do you say his last name? Is it Loke or Loach? Was in Ethan's frat and they didn't like each other. Supposedly Ethan embarrassed him by telling people he's on steroids and it caused his male parts to shrivel up.
Okay. I mean, that's an unfortunate side effect to steroids, so not lying.
That's true. Nobody really spoke up before the gag order. That's true.
Yeah.
4chan is always right. I don't know about that. I was just digging on 4chan about the Delphi case, and it was
She does have a
rough.
very serious drug problem. You're right.
Yep.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like I'm not putting her down that she was doing time, but she has been doing time. So, you know, if you've been in jail and disconnected from what's going on, and then all of a sudden you come out, think of how much information is out here, you guys. There is a ton of information we don't know is true, information that is kind of true, information that, you know what I mean? Like there is so much stuff out here. Depending on what content creator you watch is going to be the storyline that you get. So she could just be catching up maybe on the story. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. Here,
David Loke was on 4chan.
Oh,
Gina, that's interesting.
that is interesting.
Do I need to pull something up?
Interesting. Hang on one second here. All right, so I don't know. I don't see anything. Weird. Yeah, I don't see a new email. The only email I have, yeah, that's from 9:44. So, okay. Anything else you want to say on this topic?
Is there anything more to it, or was that it?
Oh, we can look. It looks like these are Twitter.
Well, they were uploaded.
Yeah. It looks like that's about it directly from her. Which I don't know. That it's just asking questions, right? So we have a mom who I need to triple check when she was let out of jail, but she, in my opinion, she could just be catching up here, you know?
Yep.
So for me, it's not a huge boom. But this is interesting. I think that this is very interesting that he pointed this out. And it seems so ridiculous, right? That Drip Drop is talking about a trash can left outside. But we already know that there is only 113 pieces of physical evidence that has been picked up. Next to nothing, right? Now we have all this outside where clearly this was before the crime, not checked. And you know how many times crimes happen and the criminal uses a plate, a piece of silverware, a cup, thrown something away? It is much more common than you would think. So I do think Drip drops onto something asking this question. And I think the more important topic is the potential lack of experience here.
Yep.
I've questioned that from the very beginning, that are we just dealing with a police department that is severely lacking in experience?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, Do we know that they didn't go through the trash before they left it out there, though?
I
'Cause
mean,
I know
yeah,
that
because it
was
would have had to be taken and be tested. For
Okay.
100% sure, they did not go through that.
Hmm.
Because anything that could have DNA on it, like this right here, that Chinese food box would have had to be tested.
So the statement I had was they only collected 113 pieces of evidence.
They only collected 113
And that was
pieces.
from an official press release from the Moscow PD
Yep.
Facebook.
Yes.
So I know that is the truth, unless they're lying. But
Yep. Yep.
yeah, Chief said that this trash was sitting out there for 3 months.
It's wild. Yeah. He was just comparing why they were so stuck on BK's parents' trash, while there was a ton of evidence here that they're potentially missing. And I think that's a great question. I think there's some serious red flags here. And members can highlight red flag.
Yep. So
Here, I'll red flag it.
you know, you can also type in the code for our.
Yeah, that's not convenient.
It's not super convenient, but I'm just letting you know. Yeah, I agree. It's irresponsible. Yeah, the handprint on the side of the door on the sliding glass door is really odd too. But when did that handprint pop up? Like, when were people taking pictures of that? Was that after police went through the house? Because if it was after police went through the house, how do we know it's not a cop's handprint?
We don't.
Which would be pretty messed up, if you ask me.
We don't. But the vans are super interesting.
Super interesting.
Oh, I have a sticker on the bottom of mine.
We don't agree with the prosecution's.
Hey, Suddy, new member.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, Sudi, thank you for welcome to the community.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry if I just hacked your name.
So
I'm sorry. But welcome. We're super stoked that you're here. And welcome to the party.
Yeah. So we don't buy the prosecution's narrative or story, but we're not bought in on him being innocent or guilty at this point. We just don't think there's the evidence isn't good right now, leaning towards his guilt. And thank you so much.
Yeah, that's incredible. That is incredible. And we appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Did Cammy get it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome, Cammy.
Now you have all the emotes, Cammy. We got red flags, tomatoes. Whoa, the lightning bolt's so small.
That shouldn't be an emote.
It's tiny.
That's ADHD.
Oh, yeah.
It's because you have it on dark mode. I need to outline it better.
Yeah, you got to outline it for sure. But
I thought I did. I'm guessing it just isn't. I don't know why. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know what I think yet, you guys. I really don't. I'm not sure what I think yet. I think that I'm more caught up in the mistakes of the police right now than I am on anything, because this is how I look at it. All right. So we have a lot of viewers that watch us that believe that Kohberger's guilty, and totally okay. You know, and we love all theories and opinions. We have a lot of people that watch us that believe he's totally innocent, and again, totally okay. You know, all theories. We have people that aren't sure. My biggest concern right now is I feel like the police have messed this up. So whether he's innocent or guilty. If he's innocent, we have a police department that is playing shady, didn't have the experience to do the investigation the right way, and they are now trying to cover up the mistakes that they've created. Okay. It's a problem. Now let's say he's guilty. All right. We have a police department that has screwed up the investigation so bad that there's a good possibility that BK could be getting let off. That's a problem. So either way, whatever we come to here, I just see major problems here, you guys. Major problems.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I hope that they're just doing some bad faith tactics in the courtroom and they have a ton of evidence and they're going to drop it one day on the 10th request for evidence, and they're going to be like, okay, cool, we're going to give it to you now, here, bam, and it just without question proves Bryan Kohberger's guilt. I hope that, you guys, because the only other option is looking at the other side of the equation here. If Bryan Kohberger is innocent, then the real person's still out there. And that's terrifying and a problem, right? If he's guilty, then, you know, I still don't, if he's guilty and they do have a whole bunch of evidence, in my opinion, I still don't agree with how they're managing it. I think that if you're guilty, you should be hung by your own rope, you know?
Rumsey has a question for you.
Oh, yeah.
She means towers. Towers.
My second question, if it was turned off, could law enforcement tell if they looked at the rowers? Oh, the towers. Yeah. It's going to depend on your settings in your phone. So if you're using geolocation, which is a blended form of coordinates, which is a mixture between trilateration, triangulation, and GPS, then yes, technically your phone could be in airplane mode and you could have on Google Maps Pro, as long as you had data centers around you that your phone could run off of. But yes, they could with the right circumstances. Now with my phone, because I don't leave on any location services, and when I need it, I go in and turn it on and then use what I wanted to use, then no, they would not be able to. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense.
I didn't think they could at all if your phone was off.
Oh, if your phone's off, no, unless you have a special app that allows it to. But yes. Yeah. I hope that made sense. I don't think I answered that from the perspective of it being turned off. If it's turned off, then no.
So my iPhone is regarding about Kaylee's phone. I heard it was not found at the crime scene. I'd like to know, does anybody else find it odd Ellie has not attempted to locate the last tower ping?
Yeah, actually, I do. So do we know if they found the phone or it just wasn't at the scene?
Wait, what phone?
Didn't she just say Maddie's phone?
Kaylee's. And so where was her phone?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Okay, so her sister and dad had to track her phone from remote access only because they share passcodes. I didn't know that.
Was it an iPhone?
Yes.
Okay, so they were using Find My iPhone?
Wait, so Kaylee's phone wasn't at the scene? And they had to track it?
That's what we're trying to find out. Yeah, that's interesting.
You know what? That's an interesting point. Because how did Olivia, Kaylee's sister, get a hold of her phone if it was at the crime scene? She shouldn't have been able to.
Well, they said that it wasn't at the crime scene and that they used Find My iPhone because they shared passwords to find it. That's what she just said.
I get that, but I haven't seen that officially stated anywhere, and I'd like to know what's.
We haven't. You're right. Yeah. So I
What
would
does
like
that
to
mean?
know too, because they did have access to the phone, and in my opinion, electronics should be number one, top most important thing on the list, and should have been added to that 113, in my opinion.
Yeah, she literally said she looked through her sister's phone. But
Yeah,
they
she
looked at the
did.
phones connected to the tower at that time. BK's wasn't on it. Okay, we're talking about Kaylee's phone right now.
Yeah. What about it?
Why did that never strike me as odd before?
What?
That Olivia had Kaylee's phone from the jump.
Just because we didn't have any information surrounding it. So it could be a mix of things. It could be that a phone was left in a car. It was accidentally left in the person who gave him the ride. It was at the scene and they gave it to them. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Why would they give it?
But to be fair, you guys, I think Mike is actually onto something, saying that it was at the scene. So depending on what the settings are on her iPhone, all she would have to do was log into her iCloud account.
Okay, so
and she would be able to see everything.
She could do it all remote.
Remote. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, Ron said
Ron
it.
just
Sorry,
said it.
I didn't mean to steal your example,
J-Ray,
but yeah.
J-Ray said it too.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Yes.
I was about to say, is that true? Like, because I've never heard that they had to track down the phone.
Yeah, she called Jack. Good call out.
Right.
You're right.
She had to have had the phone, so I'm thinking the phone would have had to have left the house if it wasn't at the house after the killing, which is like, okay, good. Remote. There we go. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. That's...
Yeah, you could. And I have done it. I have looked through my phone, or my accounts and things.
Not
remotely.
me.
When I lost my phone once.
Yeah. If I lose my phone, I'm just screwed because I don't back any of my stuff up. I don't.
Why?
Because I just don't want it out there.
Oh, okay.
I think people that know how to work the internet and coding even a little bit, it's sketchy because that never goes away. Even if you delete it, it never goes away. So if I can just not put it on there,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I have too many nudes on my phone.
Oh, I get you. You don't want leaked nudes out there.
No. But going back to this. So there has, regardless of how you feel, if Bryan Kohberger is innocent or Bryan Kohberger is guilty, there have been so many pictures that this crime scene was handled flawed. I think there's major flaws going on here with the masks pulled down, with everything. And I think that it's going to turn into a major problem.
It is a major problem just from what we've seen outside of the house.
Yeah. I mean, we're picking up on that, but I mean, it could turn into a major problem as in the defense gets a hold of it, brings it up in court, or you know what I mean? Like it can become an issue in court. This is interesting, though.
Oh, thank you, the Occult Rejects. That's nice of you. Cool name.
This is super interesting.
Yeah. We appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
What's interesting?
This part of the video.
Oh, okay. What do you think about this?
I
Is
think
this in the bottom floor? Is this
Yep.
at the bottom floor?
Yep.
Okay.
I think that all of these are connected.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense that this would open unless all of it opened.
Yeah. Agreed.
And
It's called a closet.
Drip Drop
Yeah.
Drip Drop said in his video that, you know, this could be fake, it could be real, it could be just a bad picture, and that could be something on it. So if you're gonna have some kind of fake door, right? Let's just go down that rabbit hole and say that this is a door and this is the latch right here, and that's why you see such a big crack here. Having all these shelves connected and this pole, this bar, doesn't make a lot of sense. It would be a mega pain in the butt to get that open every time, you know?
Monkey, I don't see an email, and I just scrolled through every comment, and I feel like you tried to make me waste my time on purpose now. There is no comment by Monkey Nuts unless it's a reply, and I ain't even going down that route. Okay,
No,
I'm
you gotta
not
open
clicking
each
replies.
one at a time.
And there's no email, guys.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with that, but
Yeah,
I was trying to be nice.
it's no biggie. If you really want it read and you can't copy and paste it yourself, just send it to us in an email. Everything gets pre-vetted, you guys. Nah, we won't block people until they truly deserve it. Yeah, they pick on somebody else. I don't care if people pick on me. It doesn't bother me at all. I actually laugh at it most of the time.
Monkey blocked you, Gina? Maybe because you're calling him monkey balls. Maybe that's why. Okay. Joanne, I was in a Facebook group back at the end of August, first part of September, and Kara had made a comment and she said she just got out of treatment and was doing good.
She was in jail, though. Did they transfer her from jail to treatment? Because she had already used her treatment reduction. So in Idaho, based on the laws that we were reading, excuse me, you only get one treatment reduction in your history. They are super hardcore on drug addicts, and she had already used her treatment reduction for charges in the past. So she was in jail, like behind bars, after she got picked up in Washington in her car, I think knotted out at a hotel room, you know. And I don't, that emphasis I'm giving is not in a trash talking way, but
she had just gotten out of treatment.
It's in a way like I've had a lot of people in my life go through that, and I get it, you know. Yeah, that's interesting.
That wall could just slide. Yeah, but there's things attached on both sides.
Yeah, right here.
There would have to be holes for those rods to like slide through or something.
And right here and here and here. So I think that it was a good find. I really do, because when I first looked at it, you guys, I was like, whoa, that looks like a latch. That totally looks like a latch right there. But whoever sent him this picture, it's such an awful quality.
Wouldn't we have been able to see it in the walkthrough?
In the walkthrough? No, because remember, that was electronically created.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep.
He was in jail in Washington. True, Gina. You're right. You're right. And Rumsey was clarifying, sorry, started without you guys, but in the first interview, Chronicles of Olivia, where they talk about it, unless Ellie had it in evidence and they broke into it, so their own investigation.
Yeah. No, good call out. It had me wondering there for a second too. It makes sense though. So if they're all iPhone users, then they would be able to get into everything. And that's literally that's the worst thing you can do is share an iCloud.
No,
like the worst.
We have not seen the new Moscow PD recruitment video. We should pull it up though.
Not if it's gonna get us in trouble.
What? Watching the recruitment video?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't Moscow PD have a channel? Idaho State?
I mean, there's Eastern
I gotta
Idaho.
go to the bathroom.
There's
real
Eastern
quick.
Idaho news, but I don't. Does Moscow PD have a channel? I don't think so, you guys. All right. We're just talking about random things from around the internet. So I did want to clear something up real quick while Brendan's gone. Last night we talked about the Delphi case, and I talked about a guy, Mark Roberts, I found an obituary for. There is a guy that goes by the name of Mark that is involved with the Delphi leaks, but I don't know that that guy is actually involved. It is odd that he died only a few days ago. And his name is like the same name as somebody involved in the case with the leaks. That's weird. And I did hear that guy did also live out of state, and this obituary is from someone who lived out of state. But the guy who everyone is really talking about, who unalived himself, his name is not Mark. I've been trying to dig into it a lot more. It's just a really sad situation. I don't know if it's okay for me to post my findings like on video, on live, like, you know what I mean? I wanted to look into it for my own curiosity and to confirm that there's nothing up here. You know what I mean? Because I know everybody, look, I respect the Murder Sheet podcast, but they said don't engage in that stupid speculation on their podcast about, like, you know, speculating if something could have happened to him after the leaks and it wasn't an unaliving himself. But I think just telling people, no, you can't go down that road, that's wrong, that's stupid, it's not going to work. And also, if it is stupid, then talk about it and prove why it's stupid. You know what I mean? I think that's why at our channel specifically, we like to talk about everything and go down those rabbit holes so that we can either prove them or disprove them.
Yeah. We firmly believe that even theories that don't make a lot of sense should be talked about because they reaffirm realistic theories. You know, I'm a huge advocate that we should be able to talk about everything. It's all in the approach, and it's all in the respect for the person that's in front of you, not the topic, you know? And there's this idea out there that, like, oh no, you can't talk about this topic and this topic and this topic and this topic and this topic. Trash, all of it from anybody. It's all trash. It's all how respectful you are and how you present yourself.
That is interesting.
Wait.
So the actual wall itself sliding.
So American Princess, that's what I'm worried about, is that it's on their channel and
it's on their channel
and they're gonna copyright. So let me see if I can find it on Twitter, because nobody can copyright off Twitter. Recruit. The entire wall slides.
That someone else, Nomad Sam, there we go, said that fake wall area seems 6 inches less deep than the other shelf walls.
Here, let me click back over. I was searching.
Do you notice a
Oh,
difference in depth?
so you mean it pulls out?
No,
Like
they mean
this is a track right here?
no, like the whole wall slides, not the shelves, but the actual wall slides.
Like forward?
I have no
Because
idea.
all this is connected.
Maybe this wall here opens.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The actual wall.
Forward.
Yeah.
Got it.
Forward.
Got it.
Forward or slides or something.
Got it. That's a good call. That's a good call. Yeah, I think that's totally possible.
It's an interesting
Possibility.
theory.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be so cool. I would be jealous. I want a wall like that.
Dang. Probation, Illinois is a breeze here. They try their absolute damnedest to stalk you and catch you slipping.
Agreed,
In Indiana.
Kim. I agree. I think we put ourselves in dangerous waters when we start saying, "Hey, you can't talk about that." Yeah, I can't find the
wait a minute.
recruitment.
Wait a minute. Click back on that for 1 second.
What?
I just noticed something.
What?
How long does this stay up so I can play it so that bottom part isn't there?
What?
There's no baseboard on that wall, and there's baseboard on every other wall.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
That's odd, no?
It is. Well, that's not on that wall either.
Right, this whole back wall doesn't have baseboard behind the closet.
It would be more weird if it was just that one area. But yeah.
It's that room?
I think it's strange. Oh, stop there.
That's a different room.
It is?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And there's baseboard here, but not here.
Because that looks identical.
What? It was in the center. It's not identical.
Yes, it's just taken from over here. Yes.
No.
What?
Am I tripping? I don't think. What is that? I don't remember seeing that. Is that like an old version of it?
I don't know.
Where was I? Where we saw that from the other angle?
Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, if it slid forward, it would go into the secret area. It would not come towards you. The door would never touch the floor.
Okay.
So, what's that picture from? I don't remember that part. My mind is blanking on that part. And I watched this video like twice today.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It is the bottom right room, Drop said. So that would have been the vacant room.
Yeah, I think it's possible it could be a door. I think so. Yeah.
Would there have ever been a chance of like an underground railroad type situation?
He's talking like this is why we talked about this weird mound here.
Yep.
Right? So there's got to be something under here, because how would you get to the front door before this secondary thing was added on? The front door would have to be here. You're telling me they dug all of this out? Like all of this dirt out just to put this here?
Yeah, it's really odd.
No way.
It's really odd house.
Look at the roof is still red there. How do you think Drip Drop does his makeup? Do you think he has like stick on things and then does it all white and then pulls them off?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what I think.
What's going to happen when he runs out of spiders?
He won't. He bought a 1,000,000 pack off Amazon.
Yeah, 1,000,000 packs are good.
Or he has a stencil that's not a sticker.
I think 1,000,000 packs better. Look, it's still red. Because there was snow up there last time.
So that was that room from back in the day?
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but the Underground Railroad, this
Yeah,
is
I'm curious
Idaho.
where this comes
Can you not
from.
talk over me for a second? Idaho. 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 Would there have ever been an Underground Railroad in that area? Because that's really far west.
So there is in Washington, but it's not the way that you guys think it is. So white people were actually stolen out of the Northwest. It was, what, you think I'm joking? I'm really
No,
not.
I was laughing at Gina's comment.
Oh.
And Ian said he got his butt whooped in phase 10 by his family.
Oh man.
That's just Drip Drop's face. You're probably right.
That's just his face. So in the northwestern area, it used to be primarily owned by Asians, and Asians would steal white people, and they had these trap doors where they would get people really drunk in bars, primarily white people, and they had these literal trap doors. So they would drug them, drunk them, and trap door them, dropping them underground, and then grab them and put them on a boat and take them to whatever country they were going to.
In the Pacific Northwest?
Yep. For sure. Yep.
So there was an Underground Railroad for white people?
I mean, the Underground Railroad was for helping that, but there was underground tunnel systems just used negatively, not positively. So could some of those ideas and building and things like that spread? I think it's possible because in Idaho we have those tunnel systems, you know.
Right, but I thought that thing you're talking about was in Portland.
It was in the Pacific Northwest.
I just thought it was specifically Portland.
You know.
I was talking about the Delphi case, Rumsey, when I was trying to clear that up, because that's what we left off on last night in our live, and the talk show live last night. So I just wanted to clear it up a little bit because
he talks about it in here.
I don't know if that obituary is the actual one of the people involved or not. I have no idea. No way to confirm it yet. But I don't think it is.
Silicone mask.
It was a strange coincidence.
Wait, say that again. So you don't think there was an unalive?
There was.
Yeah.
There was. But I found two people who are passed away. One with a name that is a name that was connected to the leaks, but I don't think that's actually him. And then one who actually unalived themselves. That's real.
Yeah.
But I don't know that guy's name yet.
Got it. God, that bedroom was disgusting before. Did you see that? Isn't that outdoor carpeting? The Pacific Northwest does have some crazy history.
It really does.
And those Asians that stole white people were like Asian cowboys.
Wow.
Yeah. But look at that carpet. Gosh, I can't imagine walking on that barefoot or with socks on.
So they
even diabetic socks.
Man, I really wish I remembered what he said about this, but if this was the room before, they took all of that out and then put more back in. Like, that's just weird.
It is kind of strange, but maybe they rebuilt this. Maybe this is what was already in there and they just updated the drawers. They put on some new stuff, you know?
So the guy I was talking about, guys, he is the one that leaked the crime scene photos in the Delphi case. It happened a month ago is actually when he began leaking them. Apparently I heard a lot of people saying this was already dealt with in the court, that it was already handled, but he just unalived himself about a week ago.
Yeah.
The Murder Sheet podcast posted about it. Grizzly True Crime posted about it on a short video. And it's real. I can't find his name. Because I wanted to look into it because I thought it was really odd that he unalived himself after all of that and left behind a wife and a child.
So, Chief, when we first started looking into this, I think I believed this because there were some typos in the 3D house walkthrough or whatever. I want to go back and look at some of our footage just to clarify, but I could have swore that Bethany was in that bottom right room. I could have swore, but that's just my flawed memory probably. But
I think you're right. I think you're right that the walkthrough did say that, but from the beginning, the news was reporting that it was the other room for Bethany. So I think there was a mistake.
Okay. Gosh, that looks so much better.
But yeah, you guys definitely check out Drip Drop's video after this if you haven't seen it yet.
Now this is like prime time diabetic sock sliding time.
That's ridiculous.
Wait, why is he golfing in his
slides?
Yeah, well, I was about to say Jesus sandals, but his
Birkenstocks.
They're Air Jesuses. Wait, what was that in Hercules? Air, I think Jesus, right?
What?
Didn't they call him Air Jesus or something?
Who?
In Hercules. The sandals?
They called him Air Jesus?
I don't remember.
Are you trolling me?
No.
Gina's correcting you. It's Adam, not Jesus.
Oh.
We know.
Oh. In the picture.
He's talking about the sandals. Adam knows everything, not Jesus. Yeah. Right. The room on the right was empty. That is right.
I think that there was just a flaw in that 3D walkthrough.
Yeah.
That it got my head stuck on that because that was the first walkthrough that I watched, and it said that bottom right room was Bethany's. So some nose spray. Yeah, if only the nose spray actually was like mind altering. Unfortunately, it's not. It's just nose ruining with no added fun. Air Hercs. Yes.
There you go.
That's what it was. Air Hercs. Good call out. Bam. Yeah. Drip Drop talks about that guy in here too. Have you guys ever noticed how strange it is, this rock that's here?
What do you mean? What's strange about the rock?
That's just, is that common to that area? What kind of rock is that? That almost looks like there was a hill here and they blew it up and put all the rock here. That's just strange.
I don't know what to think about this house.
This house is super weird, you guys. The inside is built funky. The outside is built funky. I don't understand a lot of it, but I do think that we could get confirmation if there is a underground tunnel basement, if somebody went out there and dug straight down right here. Just see how far that goes down.
And get arrested.
If it goes down like 3 feet, we only need like 3 feet, okay?
Go out there and just start shoveling as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Fast. Straight down.
Hopefully it's a male security guard and you just take somebody good looking, to distract them.
Oh yeah, have a girl go up there and flirt with him.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Kidding.
So bedroom tour. Oh. Gosh, you can't see it in these pictures. So this must be fake, huh? Where was this at? So shout out to Laura. Let's see here. Oh.
What?
Look. One of our awesome viewers.
Oh, appreciate that.
So these are, oh wait, this is, I wonder how much of this is real. Because I think this is this is the recreated version. And I know it's blended between real pictures and fake, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, but didn't you say there was a door downstairs that was questionable?
Yeah, but you can't get to these areas now. So before, you used to literally be able to click on the ground, like in Google Maps or whatever, or Google World, and go around the whole house. Now I don't think you can get to the shower, toilet, or utility. But let's see. There's one door that people have wondered about, but that's probably an under the stairs storage.
Oh yeah, for sure is.
Dude, if I was Bethany during all that going on, that's where I would be.
Yeah.
Tucked up under there, bro.
She might have been.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even go in those rooms anymore.
It could be further down the line. Regina said, I found the room and it's the same because of the circuit breaker. Emailed you guys. Thanks.
Yeah, and
El Chapo lived in that house, so he probably built the tunnels.
Whoever sent this also, thank you. Much appreciated.
Ian, it was Drip Drop's video. He talks about thinking there could be like a hidden door in the vacant room that is in the bottom floor of the house. And we were also talking about Kara earlier. Right? Who built this house? Do we have records of who used to live in this house, guys? Like for real? Do we have real records? Because I know that you're joking, Mike, about El Chapo, but like that would be interesting to learn who lived in this house, what this house looked like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
When it was built, things like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would help understand what could be there. The Scott family. Yeah, researching that is going to be one of those things that's going to take a ton of time and endless.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Regina. She's the one that sent that.
Oh,
Oh, thank
Awesome.
you, Nomad
Thank you.
Sam.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nomad Sam. Said
Yes.
Lana had a whole episode on the past owners of the home.
Oh, that is amazing. Amazing. Isn't it interesting how many of these slides have come down, though?
Scott Green grew up in that house? The university president?
Revised January
That would be
2023? Why is it revised? Why is it revised? Is that real?
That's odd.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. So 14, 16, 3.
I mean, we don't know we know where the tunnels lead to because we have a map of the tunnels, at least what's released to the public, and there's steam tunnels. So there's maps, there's videos of them building them, there's all our pictures, and there is quite a bit of information on them. I think the theory or the idea is that people have been using them to traffic drugs and do illegal activities. And there's also rumors that college kids would go down there, like, because they're college kids, you know what I mean? Like in LA, like in lots of other cities, there are underground areas where people definitely go to do things. Like that is real. So it's not totally out of the realm of possibilities to question if the Moscow tunnels have been used for anything. Now, taking it to the next level, saying this house could possibly have a tunnel connected to it, it's going a bit out there, but we just want to explore the possibility of it because this house is built very weird in these two sections with that mound right behind the bottom section.
Yeah.
So
no, it's really strange. It really, really is.
Yeah, I think they're city owned, Mike. I think so. Are they university owned? It's either city or university. Yeah, it had to have been built in 2 stages, Marietta. You're totally right.
I agree. I think it was built in 2 stages too. And I think you can tell from the inside. Let's see if can we find an actual to sale. Off market. Oh, they changed all the pictures.
They did.
Gosh.
You can't even look at the home anymore.
Nope.
What is the issue with letting us look at the house?
I know, dude. That's what a shame, man.
The renovation and the 3rd floor were added when the garage was torn down in the front. Have you seen this picture? No, I haven't, Chief. I haven't seen that picture. If you have it, definitely email it to us, please, if you can. We'd really appreciate it. That's an interesting thing to look at, is the evolution of the house. Oh, yeah, I will post it in the chat. Sorry. Whoa. Why did it say error?
Things like this right here, you guys, make me feel like it was an add-on.
Hey, I can't.
Look.
You post our email in the chat.
Okay.
It won't let me type anything. It's saying error.
Okay. Okay, so this right here, can you guys see my mount? Okay, there.
It's
So-
it's basically confirmed there is an add-on to the home.
Look, yeah. You're not supposed to have this. You're not supposed to have a transition on hardwood floor. What?
You mean hardwood to hardwood?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's-
why would that be there? That's odd.
it's not supposed to be there. And whoever matched it did a really bad job. They used redwood instead of golden. Can we see anything in there? Wait. That's important.
Miss Kelly said check you out with the
Look.
zoning rules.
This is really important. That proves that there's an opening on the other side. I guess they could have flat vents in the wall, but gosh, that is not common and super expensive.
There's a shower in the
Because this is the back wall on the first floor.
so it's a bathroom and a laundry room. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the fact that this vent is there and
A shower.
yeah, but that water pipes are
less.
easier to be
Yeah.
ran, especially if they're using the plastic ones that bend now. But that's a pretty big vent. That wouldn't fit to just have a flat.
Why does it look black? Like there's something circular in there, and then you can see the white on the inside to the right of that vent. Do you see that? That's
No,
weird looking. You don't see how half of it looks blocked off by something?
not really. No, I think it could be a shadow. But you can tell it's open. It's definitely open. Is that door closed? Gosh, that is like way off if it's closed. The gaps.
Why was this house built so crappy?
I think they literally, instead of using real baseboards, they used like regular
Wood?
yeah, timber.
Yeah. They're really thick.
Yeah, 1x4s, 1x2s. I guess that's cool.
Yeah, we're looking at King Road right now. We are. J Ray said okay, but I think it's actually the east wall.
Which one? The that vent one? That vent one is when that's the very first floor when you go straight in. Over here, look, I'll show you. Hang on. Oh no, did I close it? Okay, so okay, that is right here, you guys. Where we were looking at that vent is this room.
Shower, toilet. Okay.
It's one of these. It's either this or this. And that's that far back wall. So that would be right here.
Now go back to the picture of the utility room.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, and yeah, this is the door. So that is the back wall for sure. For sure, that's the back wall. Because it's opposite to the door.
Yes.
Oh, I think there is a baseboard there.
Yep, there it is. I can see it just barely. Storage.
What about the utility room? It says bathroom, shower, But what about the utility room? Are there no pictures of the utility room then?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, that's a little bit weird.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Have we seen the photo with the shower curtain? I don't think so, J. Ray. Yeah, Ian. So Drip Drop mentioned it in his recent video that he thought there was a possibility that one of the built-in shelves in the it was the vacant room on the bottom, the first floor of the home, that somebody sent him a picture. It almost looked like there was a latch and on that built-in shelf like type thing, and he was just theorizing, could there be some kind of secret false wall door situation going into a tunnel? And we're just looking at the structure of the home, and as many of you know, there's been speculation about these tunnels being used for illegal illicit activities.
Yes.
So which I want to mention, that's not far off. That exists in many cities all over the world, like very actively to this day. So it's not an impossibility. But it going into a home is a little bit of a stretch, but I don't think it's totally impossible, which is why we wanted to look into it. We do actually for real want to go look at the tunnels, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you imagine us in the tunnels with Drip Drop, though?
That would be hilarious.
I'm trying to imagine what that would even look like.
I would just be worried about him keeping his character. Yeah, this is a strange house, and everything's all wobbly.
Clowns and tunnels trigger me. I was thinking I might be a little triggered. So looking at it from this angle, what do you think of it?
I don't know.
The way that's even built is really weird.
Yeah, it's not built very good.
No.
There's problems there.
I mean, the way this whole house is built, it's pretty bad. But these shelves are like horrible.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, these shelves are awful.
Do you think there really is a depth difference in these two sides, though, of the shelves?
I can't tell. I can't tell from this angle.
Yeah, he might find his cousin it. Good point, Pagan Ways. That's so scary. That's right.
In the tunnels?
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know, every time I step over a vent, I literally see it for a second. Or a vent, not a vent. I get the street things. I don't know why my mind's blanking right now. I literally see it for a second. Like my mind imagines it.
Have you taken your lithium today?
Yeah.
Kidding.
I'm not on any antipsychotics. Drain, there you go. Thanks.
Storm drain, tunnel drain.
Simple words are very hard to remember sometimes, okay?
Yeah, I have the same problem. So,
oh wow, Kelly. Sororities and fraternities used the tunnels in the 50s and 60s in Washington and Idaho.
I mean, if I lived in that area, I would too. They're kind of cool. you know?
If you look into the property
Oh,
values,
good call.
Yeah, thank you,
You would
Heather.
see that the property value increase significantly.
lithium was too weak for you, Michael.
Too weak. Give me the hard stuff. Yeah, I don't know. This just looks like a really poor built. Like, I'm surprised this thing is even standing up, let alone be a door that moves. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that was a really good comment, that maybe it's not the shelves, maybe it's the wall.
Yeah, no, I agree. If anything is moving here, it's not these rickety old things.
No.
I don't even want to call it a shelf.
No.
It's not. It's just some spare wood. But yeah, I think the wall would push out if it's possible. If it's a thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look up the evolution of the house. Wouldn't that be crazy though if we legit go in the tunnels and come out through the house?
Yeah.
It would be terrifying, actually. I would be really
Or up
scared.
here. What's up there? How easily are these vents accessed? Could there be a murder weapon in a vent?
Oh.
That's where I would hide stuff.
You think they even looked in the vents?
I don't know. What I would do, you guys, is I would take something sharp or something strong enough, and I would lift this right here. Can you guys see my mouse? Yep. So in a room that had a really long baseboard, I would lift this baseboard up, shove it underneath it, and then hit it back down is what I would do.
Well, Ian, let's just say that happened.
Yeah, I would
With the
be
killer.
safe.
Yeah.
I
There
would
you
be
go.
safe.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
They had HVAC show up. Good. I'm glad for that.
Yes, thank
I hope that they put cameras down in those
what this is the top floor, correct?
the vents. Yeah.
So which room would this be? This is Maddie's room, right?
I
And
think
the other side would be Kaylee's room.
I think
The Cowboys are something I can't wrap my head around still. I can't wrap my head around the Cowboys. I don't know what they could have been in there looking for. I don't know what they could have been doing. I heard people speculating that they came there at night to like do the luminol test. They're not the type of people that should be doing the luminol test, okay? But also like all the lights are on, so that doesn't really make sense. They had their pockets stuffed full.
they did.
They literally look like they went in there and was just like stuffing stuff in their pockets and then ran out and hid their faces.
Yep. Drip Drop doesn't live. We're hoping that he'll live with us.
Yeah. And if you mean live, no idea. Don't know where he lives.
What is this? What?
The ceiling's like crooked.
What?
The ceiling looks so crooked.
I think that, yeah, there's just a lot of strange things in here, you guys.
Yeah.
Super strange. I'm really thrown off by this house. I really am.
Yes, Kelly, there is something extremely off and messed up with the construction of this house.
It was so if I had to guess, you guys, when the current owner, not the current owners, because it's the school, right? So when the owner before the school, oh my gosh, this isn't even attached.
Chief emailed the
Look.
garage picture. What?
This isn't even attached.
Yeah, I see that in homes rental homes specifically all the time.
But anyways, what I was going to say is what they probably did is remodeled this and got everything for a discount. Normally you can go to these remodel places like even like Lowe's or Home Depot or cabinet places, and they'll have mismatched cabinets, and they'll do the best they can to try and make them match, but they don't always match perfectly, or there are flaws in them, and you get them for a discount. Then you can put them up in these student housing and they might not match perfectly like what we just saw here. You know, they might not match perfect. So, but you get them at such a heavy discount that it ends up being worth it to them, you know.
Here, I want to mention this real quick.
Yep.
Jair said, okay, let's talk about the thing in the backyard. It really looks like a manhole with a ladder. I don't know. I trip out on that. Where? What looks like a manhole in the backyard?
Gosh, that's a tiny fridge for 6 people.
Yeah. I mean, it's a normal size fridge.
No, it's not. That is not a normal fridge. I think that's like a 3/4 fridge, right?
Is it?
I think.
Oh.
Does that look normal or 3/4 Americans? Because I think this is normal size for Europeans. Am I wrong?
A lot of Europeans have smaller fridges than that, I thought. Depending on where you live in Europe, but
this bathroom's strange. That's a good hiding spot behind these too.
Like Cynthia said, styrofoam and egg crates. Go to the backyard. I want to see.
Okay.
Yes, it's weird ladder. Are you guys talking about the ladder propped up against the side of the house? Or literally in the backyard? Like back there?
Whoa. Strange.
Where is the manhole, you guys?
Is it in here? Am I missing it? Higher up in the yard. Okay. Like this high? Or here? Is it on this picture? No. Okay. Oh, the video with the sororities and the fraternities. Okay. Here, we'll try and find it. I'll try and pull it up. For sure. But
wait a minute. Is this real? Is this the house before the renovation? It can't be. People are claiming that was the house before the renovation.
What? That has brick walls.
There's no way. And the doors aren't right.
Here, let me try and pull this up for you guys. Hang on.
I found another weird picture of the house too, and that is 1122. So that must have been before the renovation or something. It looks different.
Where'd you see that? What is this?
No, just look up drone view. Okay, so it's near the pole in the backyard.
So 1122.
Would it be in drone, like bird's eye view? Could we see it from that? Why are you looking before renovations?
Because I wanted to show them what you were looking at.
Oh, do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not the house. I don't know why people are claiming that.
Okay.
But I'll send it to you.
1122. What is that real? Footage of gloved man watching police response. Okay, so manhole. Where are my holes at? Huh. Oh, wait, is that it right there? Hang on, let me open this. Whoa. Oh, no, it's not it back here.
So go. I saw another one that looked like it showed the backyard better.
Is that electric fence? That kind of looks like electric fence, man. Okay, where it shows the backyard better? Where? Right here?
No. I don't know why you keep scrolling. It was
Right here?
well, no, because you can't see the pole.
Okay.
Where did it go? I don't know if you can see it from this one or not.
Where is it normally? Yeah, I think it is a chain link fence, but it's that weird square grating that they use on electric.
That's why I said we need to look up the drone footage. Is what we need to look up. They
Okay,
have,
yeah, pull it up.
They have drone footage of the
Right
home.
there.
Yeah, it's. How do I get rid of this? Where's the X?
Don't know. Continue without supporting.
I can't.
Back.
Jeez.
Yeah. Do you see it?
I don't know. How do I scoot this over? That's as far as you can zoom in?
What is that?
I don't know.
That's weird.
It does look weird right there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are there any other? I feel like they're almost intentionally not showing the freaking backyard.
Yeah, that's super strange.
Okay, drone. Type in drone footage.
Okay. Like this?
Huh?
Like that?
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
You need to go to the link that is go to all.
Okay. Right here.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't do a short. Yeah. I believe there's a hole next to the first room that's covered up too. Yes, along the fence. There's a large old pump station near the tree line. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, this is without snow. At least there's only a tiny bit of snow, I think, left.
Gosh, they don't have it anymore.
What?
None of it works.
I just watched it the other day.
I don't know.
Let me look.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is a new fence. They probably had to push it out further because of the because of the whole urinating thing, which is really strange. I was blown away. I thought that couldn't be real.
All right, here we go. Here's drone footage.
Okay, drone footage. You should have just searched it the whole time.
I had it saved in my notes. I just wasn't sure if I actually saved it or not, but I did.
Okay, this one right here.
Yep. Wait, why does it look like that on yours?
Oh, why does it look like that?
That's not what it looks like on mine. This is what it looks like on mine.
I don't know.
And it works. It's because you have an ad blocker or something on.
I don't know.
Something went wrong. Yeah, mine works.
Okay, well, hang on. Let's see. So 1122 King Drone Master.
Yeah, mine was 14 minutes long. It literally went everywhere. And that's got a lot of snow on the ground. We're not going to be able to see anything.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
What's that? Private investigator appears at Moscow House. Okay. Well.
I don't know. I feel like it's a fail.
If you turned off the ad blocker, it would probably work.
I can't.
Here, then let me try to find a good screenshot of the vacuum if I can.
Okay, hang on. Is this the... Are you guys watching?
Oh, they had it all fenced off back there.
Double fence.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
the peeing on the house is awful. Like awful. And
Is it there?
We do
Was
not
it there?
We don't have mods. Nope. Oh, that's like really up close if their thing wasn't in the way.
Yeah, that dang thing.
Dang thing. I think the urinating on the house is really, really odd. We talked about that right when Lana released the body cam footage of that. We played it on here. It was
strange.
And it's super strange.
Yeah, I have a hard time understanding like why you would go out of your way to do something like that, you know?
Yeah, Ian, but if we watch it in an incognito window, I don't know that it will allow us to share it with you guys. Would it?
I don't know. I just need to buy I need to buy an IP address. I can buy one that's only used for us. No one else can get on it. It's a singular like IP or whatever.
How's that beneficial?
Because it's impossible to your address in that way. You're the only one that's on it. Like there can't be another device.
Oh, Michelle Art. If they accessed university tunnels, the university could be liable, and another reason they want that secret. That's a good point.
Gosh, man. Well, I was hoping to get it. Okay, I'll try incognito. Hang on.
It's midnight here, Kelly, Miss Kelly. Don't feel bad if you have to take off early.
Yeah, we're probably
about to hop off here in a second anyway.
So 1122 King Road.
You don't have to say it out loud. I can talk while you're being quiet typing that in.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to them. I was talking to me.
I have to talk over you.
Oh.
I don't know why anybody would do something that disgusting. We had a lot of people theorizing maybe it was a disdain for the home because it kind of messed up everyone's life around there. Like they're ready for it to be over. Like there's some resentment there because it may not be to actually like desecrate the victims. It might be about the whole situation. Like I could think of some reasons why they would do it. Well, I think that's absolutely ridiculous and gross, and I don't know why you would really. Like I would never do that. I could think of some kids doing some dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't
drunk
find it.
Because these murders shook up the whole university and the whole town, and it's on lockdown permanently now. Like there are cops posted up everywhere permanently now. Like the police force is way more present since then. Like all the security, all the funding, like that $1 million the university got and the city got for the murders and the investigation, all of that, a lot of it went towards upping police and security presence. And they said it's going to stay that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much that affects these kids' lives. I mean, the cops are clearly a lot nicer now.
They are a lot nicer. It was just really strange because I try and put myself in the minds of people doing, these types of things, and it's taking a certain level of commitment to go out of your way to pee on it. You know what I mean? It's really strange. It's a really strange thing to me.
Yeah, I found a picture from the drone footage that is exactly on that spot.
And is there a pipe?
I mean, it's whatever that thing is, I think. I don't know what that is.
Strange. Very strange. All right, everybody. I think that is it. What?
Did you want to pull it up for a second?
Yeah, we can try pulling it up. How? Oh, you mean incognito?
No. I mean, I'll send you the screenshot and you just pull up the screenshot.
Here, I think I'm incognito right here.
It worked.
No, it didn't.
It didn't?
No, it didn't.
It looked like it was about to work.
Where's the screenshot? It is strange timing for everything.
Okay, here.
All right, screenshot.
Oh, wait. It took 3. Upload. Okay. There. I don't know if they're going to be like excellent quality, but because it's a screenshot of a video.
Hasn't come through yet. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let me see. That one, right? Right?
I know. All the mistakes seem like he was just begging to get caught. What?
That's it, right?
Is that it, J Ray? Negative? Does that mean no? Is it to the left or the right, or do I need to pan out? Because I have a screenshot of it panned out a little bit too. Is it right, J Ray? Do you see it? Or is it behind the tree line? Because if it's behind the tree line, I gotta look.
Yeah, we'll
harder.
just bring it to the chat next time. We'll figure it out. All right, everybody.
I think there's a delay in the video or something.
Yeah, maybe. All right, everybody. We appreciate you, all of you, you, and you. We appreciate you all for being here. And we will continue this conversation in Discord. We'll get the manhole thing figured out.
Yeah.
We'll get it figured out. We'll bring it to chat next time, and get it locked down. So here, I will post the Discord and the member one more time for everybody, just because I'm awful at doing that. And bam. And hang on here. Invite. Bam. All right. And hold on, one more. Just because nobody can find us on here, because it is the one link that is different. So here's our Twitter, you guys, or X. You can't find us by searching at Thought Riot Pod. You got to do, or at Thought Riot Podcast. You got to do at Thought Riot Pod. So find us on there, and we will continue the conversation. We appreciate all of you.
Yep. Appreciate every single one of you. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you Wednesday.
We will be back Wednesday. Thank you all.
Nope, no worries, J Ray. I'll keep an eye out in Discord and the email.
And to all, a good night. Make sure you guys go check out Drip Drop's video. Check it out. It deserves your views on there, and keep giving us good content, Drip Drop, and we'll keep talking about it.
Yeah. Glad you joined, Kim, and check out Harsh's video too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it is a delay. I figured, J Ray. Have a good
all
night.
Right.
Bye.
See you guys later.